I saw a new gun. New to me. I think it's pretty new. Have you heard of the MP5 SD? It's like Sierra Delta.
SD, like
Yeah.
yeah, the integrally suppressed MP5 suppressed. It's like an old gun.
It was all that. What was different about it is the trigger. So it, and probably everyone listening to the show knows, if you hold down the trigger and it keeps shooting, that's fully auto. If you put one bullet per trigger pull is semi-auto. Well, this thing has a trigger that I think pushes itself right back. It's like a resetting trigger.
FRT.
And I watched a Brandon Herrera video. I'm messing up his last name.
Herrera.
And that thing is a fully auto machine gun that does not require a fully auto machine gun license.
That's an FRT. It's a forced reset trigger. They've been working on like different types of that or different ways to achieve that end result legally around ATF for years. My guess, and it's always that thing where it's being reviewed and a new administration comes in, or maybe just a new guy at ATF and it gets reviewed and reviewed. And because they're not a lawmaking body, they're a law enforcement body that creates rules and regulations that are enforced by law, which is a weird in between kind of thing. You never know when something's going to get taken away, like bump stocks. They were taken away and then given back. You know what I mean?
Yeah, these were tested in court, and I think it's gone both ways, but most of the time it gets viewed as a semi-auto because the trigger resets itself. I watched him shoot it, and it was indistinguishable from full auto to me. And he said
to me too.
It was indistinguishable to full auto to him, and he's an expert in the topic. He mentioned you in the video, by the way. He mentioned bump stocks a little bit, and then FPSRussia did videos with him. It's all complimentary. But this gun, it's like, it made me question all kinds of things about full auto guns. Like, as you know, if you buy like a it might be 1986. Yeah, fully auto machine gun, that is not regulated. Like, they're grandfathered in, but of course there's only so many of them, and I guess presumably fewer every year. They're really expensive, like over 20 grand. This thing's $2,000. And it is basically a fully auto machine gun. And I'm like, I wonder if it is going to be much like, like someday disallowed and grandfathered in. Is it a good investment? If not, it's definitely a dope gun if you appreciate
someone used guns. One to do something bad. You'd probably see those go away. Stuff like that has existed for a long time. Those sort of like on the blurred edge of legal type things. It's like what they're achieving is what that law is trying to prevent. In the end, even if the steps that they have taken to achieve that end result are all legal each step of the way, the end result is what the law is trying to prevent, which is an unregulated machine gun. I'm not against it. I'm just saying. But yeah, you're absolutely right. It turns a regular gun into a machine gun legally, and it's indistinguishable. I think Potato was showing off something with an FRT. We watched a video of it the other day, and it was like 800 rounds per minute or something like that. It was just, it's like, that's a fucking machine gun. And then watching the guy control it, it's not like a bump stock where you got to like stabilize and tuck your elbows in and get a good solid platform to make sure that, and even still, this thing's rocking back and forth in a thing you're holding. You're never going to be accurate. This guy's spraying a group, it's just doing all the work for him. Very impressive. Very cool shit.
Yeah. I find fully auto pretty difficult to be accurate on, but a bump stock, like, unless you're spraying into a crowd of cows for some reason, like you're not going to hit anything you're really looking for. It's mostly for fun. This thing looked like it would be effective in putting a group on something.
Yeah.
You have other full auto guns, right, Woody? Like fun stuff or no?
Not that shoot bullets. No.
Oh, okay. In my head, I thought you had. Yeah, I thought you had one, or that you went through the.
No, I've never done it.
So the only way you can do that. Yeah, the only way you can do that with machine guns is either buying one of those pre-86 weapons, which are very expensive. It used to be you could get into that with a Mac for like $4,500, even $3,500, and you could get like a Mac 11 with a suppressor, extra mags. Like you'd have a whole nice little kit. Now I think those are going for $12,000 to $15,000 because of that kit that Potato has that allows you to take the Mac 11 lower and put it on an AR-15, and now you have a fully automatic M16 that's legal. It just has a weird grip at the bottom. But the name a machine gun and they're on there. If you go to like is it Gunbroker? Gunbroker may be the one that has all the machine guns, but you'll see them, and it's some stuff will be $200,000, and a lot of stuff will be in the $50,000 range.
How much is like an auto AK-47?
Depends on what kind and make, but call it $75,000 roughly. Like
that's insane.
I feel like this forced reset trigger has made me not even hypothetically interested in a $20,000 actual machine gun, because it's the same.
Well, it's the same, except the thing you're buying may decrease in value because of legality, and you may have to throw it away. Whereas if you buy the pre-86 machine gun, it will 100% increase in value. Like it just will. They always have. It's a safer investment than fucking Picasso's.
Yeah,
like this thing is gonna be
because
worth
otherwise Woody would have to throw it away.
Oh my I mean, or it could get grandfathered like the other ones, and Spike is an investment.
Yeah, that seems like shooting full auto is so fun. I've only done it like once ever, and it was like, oh, this is like
I've done
really
it a couple times. I did it at that thing the event that Kyle took me to that I mentioned before, and then I've done it at Kyle's place back when he had fully auto weapons. It's fun. I'm a little cheap for it. It's like, all right, that was a blast, but that was a $37 blast, and it lasted 4 seconds. You know, like my numbers are surely wrong, but like
I'm looking at.
No, I bet you're not that far off. Like, I think I enjoyed it because I was not on the hook for any of it. But if I had a Tommy gun that I could load up with, what do those shoot? 45?
45.
Yeah, that I could load up with 45.
Is that
every time I handed that off to a friend, I'd be like, like just kind of grimacing, being like, they had a lot of fun there, but they have no idea it cost me $48.
Is that what you would want, you think, as a Tommy gun?
No, the MP40 was more fun to shoot than the Tommy gun because it felt like it was 10% the weight of the Tommy gun. And so it was just more pleasant to hold the MP40 and shoot it. The Tommy gun was aesthetically obviously
How much would you pay?
coolest.
How much would you pay for a real German Steyr Daimler Porsche MP40 machine gun from World War II with numbers matching, Taylor?
I'm not like a war history guy. And so if this is way more expensive than like an identical replica version, I wouldn't go for the war version. But like what I'm gonna guess
$6,000.
I'm gonna guess the price. Is it wait, it's fully auto?
Yes.
Oh, you just said how expensive was what's that, like $50,000?
No,
I was gonna guess 74K. So how'd we do?
We can get you in this thing for 22 grand, man. We can get you in for 22 grand. You know, today only. Okay, that's a today deal. These aren't next week numbers. These aren't next year numbers. Okay,
they go for way more on weekends.
Okay, this is a special. This is a special white guy kind of deal that I'm sliding your way. Okay, this is from my own private personal URL.
Okay, and so this one you just linked is not the one that was used in World War II.
Oh, I don't fucking know. There's several of them here for sale though. This one's 22 grand.
I'm a little suspicious of your 22 grand price because there's 0 bids on that. That's the starting bid, and there's 11 days left on this. If I know my eBay, the price doubles in the last 7 minutes.
Oh, yeah. It's probably like a buy now price. And if you know,
they're going to ship you a picture of it.
They're all priced, you know, that 20 over on the right. This one said it's transferable. It's 30 G's. It looks much cleaner though.
The one I'm looking at is not a buy now price.
I know.
I can see why the Allies picked these up when they killed the Germans in World War II on occasion because
they didn't have
my God, this thing is like carrying like a can of soup level of light. Probably not great for longevity compared to like a big, hardy, heavy wood Tommy gun. But if you're having to run around the fucking woods, yeah, give me this thing all day.
What would your machine gun of choice be, Kyle? If you could
World
have
War II? Just a machine gun to have an RL. The AM-180 is pretty sick. It's a 22 long rifle calibered machine gun with this big beehive of a magazine that sits on top. I think you can get those mags in like 375 round mags. and it shoots so fast it sounds like a swarm of angry bees. It's just. You ever play that game at the fair where you've got a fully automatic BB gun and you're trying to cut the star? It's like that, but it's a 22, and it's just a water hose of 22 long rifle coming out for a long time because you've got 300 or 400 round magazines, something like that.
That's a good choice.
You need children though to help you load them.
Yeah, or Jeremy.
Yeah, you need some. Well, little fingers help because it's the 22s over and over. The guy that I knew, he had these two little girls who were growing up to be Sarah Connors. like they were so fucking hardcore, dude. They were both like, one was like 10 and the other was like 12. And the 12-year-old was already some sort of state shooting champion. She was doing like competitive 22s, and then the little one was doing competitive pellet rifle, or some sort of like early steps toward Olympic shooting. And then they were both like machine gun shooting little girls. Like they had like 44 Magnum rifle that had a suppressor on it. They were out there plinking with that thing. Those little girls were hardcore.
There's a scene at the beginning of A League of Our Own, which is this female baseball movie. And there's one of the women raised by a single dad. And he was like, I didn't really know how to raise a little girl, so I raised her like a boy. She was one of the best players in the league.
That's a good movie. I think it's a true
that
story.
One.